Hello everyone, welcome to this session on Introduction to Statistics, and this is our session number 23. And in this session we will be discussing about one very important concept called cumulative frequency. So basically there are two types of cumulative frequencies are there. One is less than type, the other one is more than type. Okay, so with the examples I will be I'll be discussing clearly how we can write both the cumulative frequencies. Okay, so here before getting into that, I just wanted you to understand where we use these cumulative frequencies, in which kind of situations. So for example, here I have a marks from 0 to 100. So I put these marks into the different class intervals, different groups. Okay, so these groups I have taken as the continuous class intervals. Again, these are all the number of students. Okay, so now there are three questions. The first question is, how many students have scored marks less than 10? So I want to find the number of students who got less than 10 marks. So obviously I will go to this group 0 to 10. Then I'll say that okay, there are 5 students are there who got a 0 to 10 marks. So therefore my answer is 5. Right. So before getting into that, let me just to give an idea. So here, if you remember in our previous classes, okay, so when I was discussing about the class intervals, both discrete as well as continuous class intervals, there I mentioned that 0 to 9 and 10 to 19. So these are all the continuous class intervals, right? And these are all the discrete class intervals. So when you have continuous class intervals, I said only the lower limits are included and upper limits are not included. Clear? But when it comes to the discrete, both lower limit and the upper limit both are included. What is the meaning of that? When I am saying 0 to 10, I am considering 0 and I am considering all the numbers which are less than 10. Suppose let's take a data point 10. So I want to put this data point into this one of the group. So where I will put? So here also 10 is there, here also 10 is there. But as I said, from the definition of continuous class interval, we don't include the upper limits. So therefore, this data point should be put in this group 10 to 20 instead of this. Is that clear? So that is the meaning of inclusive. And when it comes to here discrete, both 0 and 9 is also included. Clear? So there won't be any difficulty in this because both are included. Clear? So here similarly, so when I want to find the number of students who secured the marks less than 10, so I can directly give that there are 5 students are there who got a 0 to 10. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is more than 0 and less than 10. So therefore we want less than 10. So therefore definitely our number of students is 5. So it is a straightforward question. Now the second one, how many students have scored less than 20 marks? Now look at here. When I am saying 10 to 20, so what is the meaning of this? More than 10 or equal to 10 and less than 20. So the meaning, the way we speak is more than 10 or equal to 10 and less than 20. So that is the meaning of this class interval actually. Okay, so that's how we will consider this. Okay, so more than 10 or equal to 10 and less than 20. So they did not mention it clearly. They just are asking that how many students are there who got less than 20 marks. Less than 20 marks can be, it can be coming from 0 to 10 and 10 to 20. So both together will represent the less than 20. Clear? So that is, so that in these kind of situations, there we use called cumulative frequencies, right? So that is one part. The second part is, so whenever you have a class interval, whether it is continuous class interval or discrete. So I'm specifically speaking about the continuous class interval, because the continuous class intervals are more comfortable to analyze. Okay, so so there are two ways we can represent, we can speak. So the first one is, I can say that less than 10, less than 20. So that is the one way. So another way is more than or equal to 0. So that is the one way. More than or equal to 10. So that is another way. So the way we are speaking, so here we are using less than, so therefore it is a less than type cumulative frequency. Okay, so here we are using more than, so therefore it is more than type cumulative frequency. So that's how these names came, less than type and more than type cumulative frequency. Okay, so let me show you clearly how we can find both less than type cumulative frequency as well as more than type cumulative frequency. Okay, so let me take a table so that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, so this is a very easy way to find actually cumulative frequencies. So let me insert the table. Okay, so okay, yeah, so let me drag here. Okay, so now here the first one, let us start with the uh, first one, less than type cumulative frequency. Okay, so here less than type cumulative frequencies. Okay, so here it is very easy to find. So what I'm doing is I'm just writing the given information first. Okay, marks it is given, and the number of students. Okay, so now here I will find the cumulative frequency. So the number of students here, it is nothing but a frequency, right? So that is given. So very fast we'll write it 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, right? 30 to 40, 40 to 50. So let us introduce the insert the more tables, more rows. Okay, so below this is 50 to 60. Okay, so one more, and below, so this is 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. So we need more. So 50 to 60 and 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and the last one 90 to 100. Okay, 90 to 100. Okay, so let me make another table similarly. Okay, okay, so I'll, yeah, so this is for more than type, we will keep it here. Okay, yeah, so here the, let us write very fast the frequencies. So 5, 5, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 7, 9, 7, 8. Okay, so similarly here also we'll write. So 5 3 4 3 3 4 7 9 7 8. Okay, so yeah, so done. So now here see less than type cumulative frequency. See, what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, so let me write one more column so that it will be easy for you to understand actually. So I wanted to write, right? Okay, so here what I am doing, less than type. What is the meaning of that? This is 0 to 10, this class interval. I'm just writing in the, I'm the way I wanted to visualize, the way I wanted to understand. So in that way, in that language I'm writing. So here this 0 to 10 is written as less than 10, and similarly less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50, less than 60, less than 70, less than 80, right? So less than 90 and less than 100. Okay, so now, so this is called a less than type cumulative frequency. If you see here, if you observe it clearly, when I am using less than, that means I am using all the upper limits, right? So therefore for the less than type cumulative frequency we use the upper limits. So therefore we make it a upper limit as a benchmark, then we use the word less than. So less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, and so on and so on. Now let us come to here cumulative frequency. Okay, so less than 10, that means here these 5 represents the number of students who got marks less than 10 starting from 0. So therefore it will be 5 only, right? And the second one, now less than 20. As I said, starting less than 20, it could be 0 to 10 as well as 10 to 20. So that means I need to include both these. So therefore 5 plus 3 is how much? If I take, that is equal to 8, right? So therefore here 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So that is the number of students who got less than 20. Is that clear? And similarly less than 30, less than 30 could be 0 to 10, 10 to 20, as well as 20 to 30. So that means I need to include these three numbers. So from here we have already got 8, and for 8 you need to include plus 4. So therefore 8 plus 4, so that is equal to 12. Clear? And similarly less than 40, so that is what again? So here we have already got till 30, right? So 12, and 30 to 40, so how many students are there? 3. So therefore it is equal to 15, right? Similarly, so 15, so now you understood right now clearly. So I'm just writing it very fast. Less than 60, less than 60, so less than 50 we got already 18 students are there, and from here we got 4 students who got from 50 to less than 60. So therefore how much? It is a 22, right? So similarly 22 plus 7, so that is a 29, and 29 plus 9, so that is equal to 38. So 38 plus 7, which is equal to 45, and 45 plus 8 is equal to 53, right? So this is called a less than type cumulative frequency. So here you need to understand one observation is, what is the first observation? For less than type cumulative frequency we used upper limits. Okay, so in this we are adding from the starting, so this is the direction. Okay, so from the top to bottom, so that is the one thing you should easily you can remember it. So top to bottom, clear? Top to bottom, add one by one from the starting. Okay, now let us move to the more than type cumulative frequency. More than type cumulative frequency. Okay, so similarly here also let me insert one table, right? So that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, so right, so yeah, so let me write down this cumulative frequency here, and this is more than type. Okay, so as I said, so it is just only the way we speak, the way we wanted to see the class intervals. So here what I am doing, so the definition, so more than or equal to 0, so that is the one, that is the my way of visualization. So I am representing the same class interval, same frequency only, but in a two ways, right? In two ways I am speaking that. So the language, so here more than 10, and it is a more than or equal to 20, so it is a more than or equal to 30, so it is a more than or equal to 40, more than or equal to 50, it is more than or equal to 60, and it is more than or equal to 70, more than or equal to 80, more than or equal to 90, right? So that is what, right? So here it is nothing, so there is no confusion. So 0 to 10, that means I can start from the lower limit, right? Or I can speak from the benchmark by keeping my upper limit as benchmark, right? So therefore, so here if you observe, so here what is observation, so here we used the lower limits, right? Lower limits, so we started from the lower limit, and then we said that more than or equal to 0, more than or equal to 10, right? So now look at here. Now move to this definition of this sentence, more than or equal to 0. What is the meaning of that? I want the number of students who got from 0 and more than 0. So that means it could be 10 to 20, it could be 20 to 30, it could be 30 to 40, and so on and so on, 90 to 100. So that means I'm starting from 0 to the maximum. So therefore this is called more than or equal to 0. So that means I need to add all these numbers. So here from this already, so here what is the, if you add up all these numbers, what is the total number of frequency we got? So this is called 53. Clear? Now move to the second one, more than or equal to 10. What is the meaning of that? So here more than or equal to 10, that means I want to keep it benchmark 10 only. So I want to know the number of students who got more than 10 or equal to 10 only. So that means I don't want the number of students who got less than 10, right? So that means I need to add all these numbers, right? So that is a similar, that is equivalent to just to subtract. So we here already 53 the total, and that is adding all these numbers is same as just taking subtracting the number of students from the total 5, right? So therefore 5 students are there. These 5 students, who are those? These 5 who got marks less than 10 marks. We don't want, we want only more than or equal to 10. So therefore it is equal to 48. Is that clear? And similarly more than or equal to 20. What is the meaning of that? I need to add all these numbers. I'm just going with the basic definition of this phrase, more than or equal to 20, right? when I'm saying more than or equal to 20 means I want to know only the students who got 20 or more than 20. So that means these are the students. That is same as from the total you just subtract these two numbers, right? So here already we have 48 students. From this we just need to subtract this 4, right? So therefore here 48 minus 3, so which is, so this you need to subtract because we already subtracted this 5 and the remaining, so this we don't want, right? So therefore it will be equal to 45. And similarly 45 from this more than or equal to 30, so I want only the number of students from here to here, right? So I don't want these three numbers, right? So therefore how I can do, so you see it is the same as, so I am, see the basic understanding is very simple. So this is the first 53 and this is 53 minus 5, that is 48, right? And this is nothing but the total 53, right? So this total 53 from here to here. So I don't want to the number of students these two, so therefore 5 plus 3 is how much, 8. So if we subtract 8, so then you would be getting 45. So that is the same only again, right? So either you can write with respect to the total number of students or you can write from the previous one. Okay, so it would be easy for you to write from the previous one. Why? Because of, if you want to benchmark as a the total, so then you need to add all those numbers again, right? So then again you are adding and again you are subtracting, so that will be two ways, right? Instead that you already got the number, previous number, from that you just subtract the previous one, right? 45 minus 4, so here it is a 41, and 41 minus 3 which is equal to 38, right? So 38 minus 3 which is equal to uh, 35, and 35 minus 7, right? Okay, so here, so this I need to subtract, so therefore it will be equal to 31, and 31 minus 7 which is equal to 24. 24 minus 9 is equal to 15. 15 minus 7 is equal to 8. Okay, so this is the way. See, now I will tell you. So here 53, right? So if I use a benchmark as a 53, the total number of students, right? Now you see the difficulty. There is no difficulty, but it takes time. Why? Because I need to add up all those numbers and then subtract from the total number of students. Now you see, I want to only the number of students more than or equal to 30. So that I have total is 53. So that means I don't want these numbers, these three numbers, right? 5 plus 3, sorry, 5 plus 3 plus 4. So 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 4, 12. So therefore this is again, so if you subtract again you are getting 41 only. Again now, so move to this one, so total 53, so I want to only the number of students from 40, right? So therefore I don't want these four numbers, so that means 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3, so right, so again, so you are adding those numbers and then subtracting from the total number of students, right? So therefore this is the way we can write these cumulative frequencies, right? So these cumulative frequencies not only to solve these kind of questions, so we use these cumulative frequencies to find the median. Okay, so median of group data, so that is going to be our next session. Okay, so that's all from my side to this session. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so I would request everyone to please like, comment, and share, and also subscribe. Okay, so thank you so much.